This is episode number 23 of the Fit Traveler video blog, and it's a special edition for spring break season. A lot of you are already on spring break, some of you are preparing to go in the upcoming weeks. So today we're talking about how to survive the road trip without disconnecting too far from your healthy lifestyle. A lot of spring break trips are going to be family road trips, and even business travelers. Even though we mostly fly as business travelers, a lot of us, we do have the occasional road trip. I have a lot of 3 and 4 hour road trips pop up. 2 weeks ago, I had a 10-hour road trip that was completely unplanned, completely unexpected, unintentional, and unenjoyable. But it popped up and it had to happen. So it's important that we have a few tricks to stay connected to our healthy lifestyle, or more importantly, not let that long road trip get us disconnected from our healthy lifestyle, because it can really get us off track. So tip number 1 is absolutely the most important, and that's to prepare by going shopping before you go. One of the ways that we pass time on a road trip is we snack. It's just something that we do in the car, and it really gets us in trouble. And so we need to prepare accordingly for that, to increase our chance of snacking healthy. So you go to the store, you are able to buy your healthy snacks that you like. You buy them in bulk so they're a little bit less expensive. The grocery store, go to the grocery store that you know has the best prices. Stock up on your bottles of water, stock up on your nuts, your fruit, your protein bars, whatever it is. Go shopping, prepare ahead of time. If you don't, you're gonna rely on each one of your stops during the trip to pick up snacks at the truck stop. And that is not a healthy recipe. You're limited to truck stop snacks. I know a lot of the truck stops are really cool these days and have amazing snacks, but they don't usually have a lot of options that are going to keep you on track. So you're stuck choosing from these unhealthy options. You're also more likely to give in to the temptation of comfort food because you're just tired. You've been in the car. You're kind of over it. And so you justify ways to get a bag of chips or a candy bar or whatever. And so you're not going to make as good of choices. And then you're going to pay a lot more. Those prices at a convenience store or a truck stop are going to be a lot more than your local grocery store that you're familiar with. So that is the most important thing for your road trip, is to go shopping ahead of time, plan out the time, set aside the time, get the snacks that you want, buy them in bulk, and be on your way. It's going to save you money, it's going to keep you snacking healthy, and it's going to help you avoid the temptations of the candy bar and the bag of chips. So tip number 1, go shopping. Tip number 2, drink a lot of water on your road trip. I mentioned in the go shopping part that you should buy a case of bottled water to stick in your car. It's kind of our instinct to not want to drink much when we're on a road trip, because we want to avoid the frequent pit stops, and the more liquid you drink, you get it. So we try to not drink as much so that we don't have to stop as often. I want to encourage you to drink water consistently through this road trip. Not sugary drinks, nothing like that, but water will do a couple things for you. It's going to keep you kind of lubed up, your joints and everything feeling pretty good. It's going to keep the blood circulating pretty good, which will help fight off some of the fatigue and some of the aches that can be caused by sitting in the car for a long period of time. And then it's going to force you to take these more frequent stops, which are a good thing. I know they're not a great thing in trying to make time, but they're a good thing for you, because you get to get out, you get to stretch your muscles, you get to walk around. It kind of rejuvenates you, and it keeps you feeling better. You can get dehydrated in the car, and then you'll start feeling bad. You'll get headaches, different things. So the water is going to help your hydration. It's just going to help you feel a lot better during your trip if you can continuously drink water, and then take the opportunity during those pit stops to stretch. So that's tip number 2, is drink a lot of water. Tip number 3 is exercise. I know this sounds crazy, it looks crazy, but trust me, try it. When you're making these stops, you have an opportunity to get some exercise in. I'm not talking about, on all 4 of your stops that day or all 3 of your stops that day that you're doing some workout routine, but take one of them and try to get in maybe a 30-minute workout. So you're at a truck stop, you're in a city, you are wherever you are. Maybe you can just find a little spot to do some push-ups and some sit-ups and some floor work and some core work and some burpees and some jumping jacks. I know that it looks weird, but who cares? All these people are just traveling. You're never going to see them anyway. So get in some exercise. One thing I really want to challenge you with, I did it one time and it was amazing, and I want to do it on my road trip next week, is if you can find the time in your schedule of the road trip, see if you can make this stop like 30 minutes to an hour and go for a run. So you're in a town, you're in a city, find a local park, find a jogging trail, something, and run a couple miles. It will really rejuvenate you. It'll really help you feel better. You'll feel a lot better on that next leg of your trip. You will feel like you got connected to fitness that day. You got in a substantial workout. And I, like I said, I did it once and it was amazing. I'm going to try and do it again next week. So I want to encourage you and challenge you to try that on one of your upcoming road trips. Now, if you do that, if you go for a couple mile run, you're going to want to have a change of clothes with you, or it could be a little bit uncomfortable in the car if not. So try that on your next trip. Those are the 3 tips. They're really, really easy. Most importantly is prepare. Bring your snacks and your bottled water ahead of time so you're not stuck with bad choices. Number 2, drink lots of water throughout the entire trip. Number 3, find one of those stops during your road trip to get in a little workout. 15 minutes of push-ups and sit-ups, or maybe even go for an hour-long run. So thank you guys for continuing to follow us on Instagram and on Facebook at Fit1440. This week's shout out goes to Brickhouse Fitness. These guys are in Memphis, Tennessee. They're only about a month old. They opened very recently. I had the opportunity to go get a workout there last week. I was in Memphis and it was amazing. It was a great gym. They had everything that you need in terms of equipment, classes, showers, everything. It was an awesome facility. So if you live in the Memphis area, go check them out and see if that's the right spot for you to get your monthly membership. If you're in Memphis on business, you can download a Fit Pass through the Fit1440 website. Download your Fit Pass, go get your workout there, and then go on with your business trip. Stay connected to fitness while you're there. Thank you guys for following us. We'll see you next week.